gang, welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to clean up some really nasty seats. I don't want to oversaturate. Guys, when it comes to seats, automotive seats, we have a thin layer of the material on top that gives the design and the color and what you see. Underneath is this foam material that really absorbs and wicks in moisture. So that's why an extractor, I use that as a last resort. I don't want something that oversaturates the material underneath. You get moisture in those areas. It hangs around for a long time. You have mold and mildew issues and odor. So I want to find something that almost dry cleans these seats. So I have a foam cleaner today, team that up with UFO pads on a polisher, and we're going to see what we could do to turn this awful seat around. Let's get right into it. Lighter color, silver kind of gray seat. Has different types of materials. This is a real soft, fluffy material. This is kind of a harsher, rugged, put up with it all type of material. And then there's vinyl here, which we can take care of as well. And it's really nasty, obviously. I mean, Fido was back on this seat going for rides, but the material on top of the stuffing or the padding is so thin you can almost see my finger through the material. And moisture really penetrates that into the foam backing or the padding easily, and it gets absorbed into this, and it hangs around for a long, long time unless you can open your window on a sunny day and let it dry out, or a fan or some sort of heating contraption that can help dry it out. So you want to have a cleaning method that is dry and, well, you know, as dry as we can get it. This does it for me. This is the Detailing World's all-purpose foam cleaner, and I like to team this up with the UFO pads. These pads are, this here is a 6-inch pad, and I will put this on a mini rotary. Works out perfectly. Between this team of two right here, we're going to see just how much improvement we can make on this nasty seat. First, you want to start by vacuuming up all the loose bits and hair first. Pull these different sections apart. The bolster from the other sections, pull them apart and really get in there and get a deep vac cleaning. Not quite sure if this is going to stay at all, but we'll run a piece of tape right down the middle here. See if we can get a clear 50-50 shot and to see if we make a difference at all. Yeah, that might stay. When it gets wet, it might peel up a little bit, but that'll work. As we can see on this side, before we get started, all types of areas of staining that we want to go after and clean up. Once again, we have the Detailing World all-purpose foam cleaner. I want to spray this and cover the entire area that I want to scrub with the foam. I'll even cover this vinyl area. It's an all-purpose cleaner, so we won't have a problem cleaning that material either. So the idea of this, what we've done is we've put the foam over, and it dampens the area, but it doesn't oversaturate and run down through into the cushion. That should be enough of the cleaner, if we let it sit for about 3 minutes or so, to sort of break up and start to dissolve that grime and that dirt, so we can scrub it, agitate it, and clean the area. Before we touch the cloth, we'll let that sit a little bit. We can attack this vinyl area with the cleaner and a Scrub Ninja Max, and just get this material out of the way. And that looks fantastic already. Some of the areas with the stains, we can massage the product just a little bit deeper down into the material. This is thicker and plush, so we can get just a little bit more on there. Massage those areas that really need it. We're still not saturating the foam backing underneath. Okay, my little Flex PE8 480 mini rotary polisher with a 6-inch UFO pad attached with a 5-inch backing plate. The smaller backing plate will allow the UFO pad to curve up around when I get into these areas here and clean them properly. Low speed. And then we'll just go up to the second speed setting. And we'll start to scrub. I expect how bad this is that I will have to repeat, sort of rinse and repeat this process at least twice until I'm satisfied, but we'll see how it goes. On this real tough material, I'm going to take my time. Make sure I get in there. I do have to tilt the polisher ever so slightly to get in some of these areas, these recessed areas of the material. But other than that, we're going to be able to clean it just fine. When it comes to expectations on cloth, sometimes you can get it clean even using an extractor, a steamer, and other heavy-duty tools, and the material can still be left discolored but clean. And that's because whatever spilled onto the material penetrated the fibers and have dyed the fibers whatever color. And you can get clean water through the extractor and the steamer, but still have stains that are going to be permanent. Nothing you could do about them. We're going to do okay. Now, if I need a little bit more of the cleaner on here to go over some of those real deeper stains, I'm not going to go over here anymore. I'm just going to add it to my tool. And start scrubbing again on some of those stubborn stained areas. We have a stubborn one right up front here too. That has dried a bit, so let's hit that one more time. Now we'll grab a microfiber. We're going to come in and just do a little mopping up. Agitating the cloth, we brought up some more dirt and hairs. So I'll first go over it with a microfiber, clean the vinyl again. We're going to mop up some of the cleaner. After I've done that, I really only see 1, 2, 3 areas here that I want to go over again. I'm not using a ton of pressure here. I'm just letting the weight of this machine, this little polisher here, I'm letting the weight of the tool be the pressure that I need. I don't want to fray this material. I don't want to damage the material going after it, trying to get it clean. As I mentioned before, you can only go so far. When you're satisfied there, you can break out the vacuum cleaner. And we're going to suck up as much moisture as we can. And that moisture is holding dirt, so now we let it air dry. But the most important part to this is that we've cleaned it. And I can feel a little bit of dampness underneath, but the material itself is not soaked. It's just damp, and that will not take long at all to dry that out. The trade-off is going after these stains over and over again with an extractor or a steamer, and then oversaturating. That is a trade-off that you will have to make the decision on. Me personally, I'll just dry clean it the best I can. Some improvement. Damp, it's a little bit right here. It's a little damp here, but as you can see, we brought the color back. It's gray again, not just matted with dirt. Still a little damp here, but the stains are gone there. We still have some that remain, and like I mentioned before, some of that staining is permanent. Because it's been dyed from whatever spilled on it. That's, it wasn't me that spilled the stuff on there. So I do have it set up now perfectly that we can drag out the extractor and do this side with the extractor and steamer. We'll combine those two, and we'll see what the difference would be between the two. But we've made some very good improvements just by dry cleaning the area with the foamer. And underneath, dry. No moisture whatsoever. Now this side, when we do the extractor and the steamer, it's going to be soaked under there. So that's going to be the trade-off. Is it going to be a deeper clean? Well, obviously, but then you're going to have a little bit of trade-off to go with that. So we'll catch you in the next video, and we'll hit the other side with the extractor steamer combination. Let me know down in the comments section what you think and how you would attack this crazy dirty seat.